There's growing alarm in Kyiv as Denmark plans a sharp reduction to its military aid for Ukraine in 2026, a move that stands in stark contrast to the Danish government's own repeated calls for Europe to increase support for Ukraine. According to Defence Minister Troels Lund Poulsen's written response to Denmark's Defence Committee, Copenhagen will allocate Danish krone 9.4 billion next year, down from Danish krone 16.5 billion in 2025, and nearly Danish krone 19 billion the year before. This comes despite Denmark being one of the biggest donors relative to GDP, having already contributed Danish krone 70 billion since Russia's full-scale war. And that's why officials in Kyiv fear this decision could signal a wider shift in Western resolve at a time when Ukraine is under severe battlefield pressure. But inside Denmark, the move has triggered a political split.
We have chosen to be one of the countries that was at the forefront at the beginning of the war with massive support. I also think it is fair to say that it is a support that is also somewhat above what our size would actually require. So I think it is natural enough that there is such a decreasing profile of the support.
Others warn the cuts are dangerously timed.
When you look at the situation in Ukraine right now, it is critical. This is not the time for us to scale back our ambitions, neither in Denmark nor internationally. I think we need to get to the level we have been at in previous years.
What makes the reduction even more striking is that it directly contradicts Copenhagen's own messaging. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen, one of Europe's strongest advocates for Ukraine, recently urged nations to increase support, calling aid to Ukraine a direct investment in Europe's security. Yet in practice, Denmark is stepping back, just as Ukraine gets squeezed from all sides. With the US floating territorial concession plans, Russia intensifying attacks, and the EU's ambitious Ukraine loan and repatriation package stalled by member state objections, including from Belgium. For Ukraine, the timing couldn't be worse, and the signals couldn't be more mixed.